Welcome to this week's video email. One of the skills I developed over many years as an EYFS and Primary music specialist was the ability to mould musical materials I found exciting and engaging into accessible resources across the age groups I was teaching. For example, this meant I could teach the same assembly song to the entire school. So on those rare end-of-term occasions when the whole school community came together, the musical part of the assembly became accessible to everyone, from the tiny learners just starting out to the more jaded, been there, done that Year 6 pupils and the staff. These assemblies punctuated the school year and their musical moments became real highlights. Why? Because they were active, participatory, structured and well rehearsed. They were accessible to all because we had built them slowly and intentionally through the term. The children knew what was expected, felt confident, and the social cohesion in that small musical moment was palpable. It created such a warm, positive and upbeat feeling in all of us. So how did I make it work? As any musician or performing arts practitioner will know, it's all in the timing. Not just the tempo of the song, but the timing in a broader developmental sense. Developmental timing, if you like. It's crucial not to peak too soon, but on the other hand, enough preparation time is crucial. For the youngest children, I'd break the song into tiny bite-sized pieces, teaching it section by section. We'd begin with just 1 or 2 minutes in each lesson, starting with an action or a lyric delivered in a particular rhythm. Then we'd revisit that the following week and add another small layer. If there were tricky sections I knew they wouldn't manage yet, I'd create physical counting actions they could do while listening. Then they'd jump back in when we hit the more familiar parts again. It worked really well. Young children thrive on repetition, building familiarity and then extending their learning as their confidence grows. For the oldest children, I often took the opposite approach. I'd introduce the song early in the term, just once, to assess how long we'd need to knock it into shape. Then I'd leave it until much closer to the event. For the children in between, we'd take a little more time, still chunking it into manageable pieces, but threading it into their broader musical learning. Because not only are individuals unique, so are groups. Each class brings its own dynamic and learning style. No two are the same, and each deserves the optimal learning experience, musical or otherwise. I'll never forget one Year 4 class, aged between 8 and 9, who were unexpectedly the most musically advanced group in the school. Not only did they learn the song in record time, but to stretch and challenge them, we co-created a descant part, complete with some rather complicated actions, which I never quite mastered, much to their great amusement. They loved it. Those with siblings in other year groups sang in parts at home, and the whole song went viral in the community. Parents even came in to join the singing. It was one of the most together and rewarding moments of my teaching career. So why am I telling you all this? Because even though I may not be at the chalk face as often these days, I still treasure those moments. And I love creating resources that can be used across the EYFS and entire primary age range. It struck me this week, while working hard on the rebrand and refresh of our musical diversity alphabet, that this same bite-sized structuring is exactly how I approach designing this resource. In the hands of a creative teacher, musical or otherwise, it becomes a springboard into so many areas of the curriculum all at once. Music, maths, geography, PSHE, language and literacy, and the learning it sparks can be just as inspiring for adults as it is for children. We've been thrilled with the responses. What a fantastic set of resources these have been. Thank you so much for all the time you have put into preparing these. I've learnt such a lot. And that's from one practitioner. We're planning to upload our refreshed alphabet resources in time for the new academic year, and at that point we'll begin charging for them. If you'd like to receive all 26 letters, each one delivered to your inbox every fortnight, you're very welcome to sign up now for free. Just click on the link below this video. Wishing you an alphabetically inspirational week ahead, filled with awesome A's and some zesty Z's. And tell me, if you had to create a musical alphabet, what would be in yours? Many thanks for watching, and see you again in the next one.